Hi, I'm Judy.
And I'm Bill.
We met on a blind date 46 years ago, and this coming August, we will have been married for 44 years. He is my best friend.
And she is my best friend.
We have one son and a very lovely daughter-in-law and 3 grandchildren.
And they are such a joy and a blessing. We love spending time with them.
Our oldest, Dylan, said to me, "You know, Nina," he calls me Nina, "when we do the stockings, I think it would be fun if you hid the gifts, like at Easter, and we have to go and find them." So last year I wrapped Dylan's in one paper, Tyler's in another paper, and Lil Riley's in another paper. And they came to the door, and I said, "This is your stocking, and this is your paper. You need to find only your gifts, but you can't open them until everybody finds theirs." And our oldest was the one that had the hardest time finding his because I made it more challenging for him. I remember him saying, "That was good. We're going to have to do this again next year, Nina." And I said, "Okay." This past year and a half was the most difficult time in my life. In yours?
For both of us. Yeah.
I had been having some shortness of breath, abdominal swelling. I went to my doctor. She listened to my stomach and she said, "We're getting you a CAT scan as soon as possible." Well, that afternoon they called and the nurse said to me, "Are you alone? Is there somebody there with you?" And so I went and got Bill, and she said, "You have a large mass on your left ovary, you have a large mass on your appendix, and there's a lot of other stuff we're seeing." I knew God was right there with me through the whole thing. Without knowing that He was there, I don't think I could have made it through. That valley was very, very deep, and the surgeon had warned us that it was going to be difficult.
Yeah, it lasted much longer than even the surgeon thought. Judy's recovery was not smooth at all. Honestly, there were a few times I thought I was going to lose her.
I remember as they wheeled me down for the surgery, I put my hand out from underneath and I said, "I know you have me, Lord. Don't let go." And He didn't. He was there.
I think in general, guys want to fix things. This was not something I could fix. And so you feel extremely vulnerable, extremely helpless, but God was definitely my strength. I drew my strength from His Word. I had to be in it every day. His promises, His commitment to us, His love for us, all these things, it just had to keep drinking that in. I was in a hotel right across the street from the hospital. So after I had my quiet time with the Lord, both in the Word and in prayer, I'd go over there, and she was not in a position where she could read. That would be our time together. I would share with her the things God spoke to me to encourage her, to build her up during that time. That was a daily routine.
And I so looked forward every morning to see him come through that door.
And I so looked forward to seeing her when I came through that door. We never felt alone. We knew God was with us, and we knew we were so covered in prayer, and we are so grateful to each and every one for their commitment to us. Times when we were down and out, really getting discouraged, anxious, all the emotions that tie into a journey like this, God just knew, and He just provided us with somebody that reached out and boosted our spirits at the right time. We knew we weren't alone.
He knew this was before I was even born, that this was going to happen, and that He was behind it. He was with me in it, and He brought me out of it. He's amazing, amazing God.
He is. It's certainly not a journey I would wish on anybody or want to have to repeat. It's one more testimony to God's faithfulness, that He will be in whatever it is we have to face. And that's true for everybody, no matter what the struggle is. Everybody is going to have struggles of some sort. It could be relationship, could be addiction, could be cancer like we went through, but there is hope and there's peace. and God provides that.
You need your relationship with Christ. You need to have that relationship. From there, you can reach out, you can get support, you can ask for help. It was so nice to know that there were that many people that were there supporting us.
In a culture that seems to want to keep things either private or be totally independent, why give up a resource like reaching out? I just did not want to leave any stone unturned for Judy's going through this. And I called upon as many people as I could think of that I knew would be praying for her. I would just urge anybody going through whatever their struggle is, reach out. That's where the body of Christ just shines. And it's what really gives you strength to face extremely difficult circumstances.
And by doing that, you have peace.
Yes.
Because you're not alone. God is always there, no matter what.
People are the hands and feet of Christ. And while we're very encouraged by his words to us, it's also nice to have a physical person that gives you a hug or gives you a call or reaches out. And it means the world to you when you're in that deep, dark valley. As we celebrate this Advent season, we can honestly say,
our family story is built on peace.
and today we light the candle of peace.